going on, everybody? How y'all feeling today? We're waiting for people to come on in. As people come on in, please send some hearts and everything like that. Welcome once again, y'all, friends, YouTubers, people on Facebook, everything. I see Music Boy just joined in. Music Boy, what's going on? How you doing, man? Appreciate you tuning right in. Oh, my brother just came right in. Know what's going on. Put some hearts in. Let me see some hearts. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So today, what's good, bro? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? I know what's going on with you. So, yo, man, y'all are in for a treat today. Today, I'm going to talk about some substitutions, man. I love doing substitutions. I see a lot of people doing substitutions. It's something big that people do in talk music. People do it sometimes when they're playing songs, whatever the case. And there's different types of ways to go about it. Now, I try to go about it a pretty simple way, an easy way that I'm going to get ready to explain today. And, man, we'll just break it down. I hope y'all are practicing, you know. He's ready to learn. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm going to do the best I can. So I hope y'all are practicing your scales. Like I said, man, most importantly than anything, please, 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 please practice your scales, practice your warm-ups, all that different types of stuff. People think they'll learn something and they'll be like, well, I don't got to practice anything, man. It makes a difference. It seriously makes a difference, man. Keep on practicing it. Keep on practicing it. Work on areas that you're having trouble with. Work on them slow. Do them slow, man. And after you do them slow, then you progress on building them up quicker and everything like that. But always work on everything slow. Practice may not make necessarily perfect because we're always going to learn, man, but it's going to make consistent. So you're either doing something consistently right or you're doing something consistently wrong, man. So consistently practice in order to get things to the way that you want it to be, the way that it needs to be. All right, let's get started with everything. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to flip this like that. Can't really see what's going on, can we? Hold up. We're gonna get this situated. We're gonna work it out. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Sorry about that. Still trying to get it all together. Hold up. We're gonna work it out. Dang it. Hold up. I had this set up before last time. Now it's just embarrassing. Oh my gosh, please work. Hold up. Here we are. Here we are. It's going. It's a little shaky, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. If it falls, I'll pick it right back up. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about substitutions today. All right. I will begin in the key of E flat, just one of my favorite keys. I mean, everything you practice in every single key. I just personally like E flat to start with, for what we're going to get ready to do. That's the E flat scale. Make sure you're practicing your scales. Variate your scales. By variating, that just means play them in a different way. So if you start them off, you know, you can variate them by going. And back down the same way. All right? Or, see what I'm saying? It's however you want to play it. However you want to practice doing it. You know, that's to your leisure. We're in the key of E flat. So let's talk about some substitutions, all right? So here's what I do a lot of times. Say we were doing, always remember Jesus, always remember substitute. didn't really work and that didn't really go, but it's just a different way of substituting. See what I'm saying? That's substituting right there. Jesus. Or Jesus. Jesus. Always keep him on your... Whatever, however you want to do it. All right, so let's just talk about kind of what I just did right there. What I do when I substitute is I'm playing between the different relative majors and relative minors. All right, but what I'm doing is instead of making them minors, there would both be majors. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm saying is F sharp is related to E flat. All right, because in F sharp major, the relative minor is going to be E flat minor. All right, if you ever want to find out where your relative minor is, count up 6 in your major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you find where your relative minor is at. All right, or count down 3 in the major scale. 1, 2, 3. That's how you find your relative minor. All right. So now, what I do now in between the relative majors and minor is, all right, so we said F sharp, the relative minor of F sharp would be E flat minor. But what I do is, I'm making it major now, because that's the key that I'm playing in. I'm playing in E flat major, all right? But I know now that F sharp, I can play chords in F sharp and chords in E flat, and they relate to each other, all right? And that's how I'm doing it. Starting off major, chords in E flat major, now I go to F sharp. Now I'm in the key of F sharp. I can play chords in the key of F sharp. Now back to E flat. F sharp. E flat. I mean in the terms of being in the key. So that's what I did. So now let's say we were doing Always Remember. We're starting off now on the 1. Always remember. 5 to 1. Remember. All right, we're in the key of E flat. So that's always B flat minor. B flat minor 7. Or a C sharp major 7 over B flat. Remember. That's going to be C sharp, E, G, and C. So I went from C sharp major 7, that's C sharp, F, A flat, C, to C sharp, E, G, and D. I mean C. So always remember. All right. Now the original chords go to A flat, Jesus, C. A flat to E flat over G, F minor to a B flat 13 or a B flat 7. E flat. So let's play that now. Always remember Jesus, Jesus. Now, substituting wise, I'll try to find a chord that can go with that. Always remember. Now I know my melody's gonna tell me to go to the C, G. Now what I can do is when I go to the C, my baby just came on. What's going on with you, honey? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming on in. Give me some hearts. Let me see some hearts. All right. So what I do is I'll go to the C, because that's the melody. Always remember, G's. All right. Now that's where I can go with it. Now also, I said that I play in between the relative majors and minors. And I know I can play chords with E flat and F sharp. Now the relative minor of E flat would be C. Because remember, we count up 6 in the E flat scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we count down 3 in the scale. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now that would be the minor. But remember, we said we're not going to necessarily make them minor, but we can make them major. So I can play chords in C major as well. In C as well. So if we're going, oh, we're in E flat now. Always remember C. I'm in C. So since I got a C, I can play a chord in C. I think I'm going to go to an A minor now, or a C over A. G, sus. And now I'm back to the key of E flat again, playing a B flat over G, or a G minor 7. All right, so breaking that down. Always remember, substitute, Jesus. Kareem Foster, yo, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for joining in with us, man. All right, so here we are. Always remember. Go to the key of C and play an A minor 7 G. That right there, I'm doing a C diminished over D. C, E flat, and G flat over D. So that's a C over A to a C diminished over D. So always remember G to G minor 7. Diminished, G, whole diminished, G, B flat, D flat, E, and that's going to take us over to F minor, G. Now, here's where the substitution comes in again. That's the melody, all right? And normally you would end on E flat, Jesus. But we can substitute again. Remember, we can play chords in our relative minors, but we're making our relative minors major. So our relative minor would be C minor, but we're making it major. All right? Drummer Girl 191. Is that Susie? Susie, thank you for joining us. All you got to do is tap on the screen, give some hearts. Let me know that you're here. Just tap on the screen a bunch of times and I can get some hearts from you. Thank you for joining our conversation. Hashtag make music. So, we'll be right here. Jesus. But remember, we're going to substitute a chord now. So, we can do a C major 7 or C major 9 as it is. Or, what I like to do is a lot of times, I like to go to a D. So I play an F major 7 or a D minor 9. F, A, it'd be an F major 9 over D. F, A, C, E, and G over D. So how that would all sound now together is, with the substitutions we did, it would go. You substitute. All I'm doing is I'm playing in between the relative majors and minors with the chords into them. And so what I'm doing is when I'm doing that, like I said, I know that my relative minor is in my key of E flat. I know my relative minor is C, but I'm making that major. And I can play chords in between the C major and the E flat major as well. You could do it in any key, no matter what it is. Say we're in the key of D. All right? We know that the relative minor of D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is going to be B. So now I know that I can play chords in D major and B major together. See what I'm saying? And that's still, it's just chords in between. It's chords that are just in between the relative major and the minors, wherever we're at, if we're in the key of F. All right, the relative minor of F is D, but let's make it major. Go to F. You can play in between them both. People do it with I do it sometimes even when I'm doing my preacher chords. If I'm in the key of F. So you know the regular, preacher chords, people do the 1 to the 3 to the 4. Now I know to the 5 and then back to the 1. All right. Now I know that F major, if I were to make it an F minor, the relative major of F minor is A flat. So I jump in between chords with there. So if I'm starting on F, that's the 1 to the 3. Now, instead of making the 4 a major, I'm going to make the 4 a minor. Now I'm in the key of A flat. And the person's still pretty stuff. They're going, and God said, I thank you, Jesus. And I'm still holding on to that F. And now back to the F major again. The weather is in the way. The video's going on and off. Oh, man. I'm sorry about that. If there's anything that y'all are missing, feel free to write and let me know, and I'll go back over it again. So if I lose you at any time or whatever the case, please just write any questions that you have, and we'll go right back over it again. But that's basically it. That's basically all I'm doing when I substitute. I'm going in between the different relative majors and the minors. Man, you can do it when you're just doing regular talk music. So if you're doing regular talk music, say you're doing regular talk music. When I do talk music, I play in the scale. I play the chords within the scale. So let's go back to E flat again. Now say I'm walking. What I do is I'll walk down chords in the scale. All right, or I vary. Like I said, remember, variate your scales. All right, I'll vary in between that. All right, and what I can do now is go over to F sharp. Now I'm back in the key of E flat again. Now I go to C. Back to E flat, to F sharp. I'm sloppy, but you get the gist. Man, that's all I do. That's all I do. I play between the majors and minors. When I chord substitute in thinking about if it can fit in between my relative majors and my relative minors. That's why I use the example. Always remember, Jesus. It fits in between the relative majors and minors. Jesus. Always remember, Jesus. dancing in between the relative majors and the relative minors. So that's all it is. And you'll learn these things practicing what? Practicing your scales. Remember, in order to find your relative major, in order to find your relative minor, count up 6 in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? Or count down 3 in the scale, starting from the 1. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you find your relative minor. All right? Play the chords now, based upon where that relative minor, and make that relative minor a major. And play chords in that major key, bouncing between the two. All right. Now for that last one, that right there. That right there, however you want to do it. What I'm doing right there is I will tell you next week. I will tell you next week. All right, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the love, everything. Again, this is called Talk Music. Man, so talk to me. Talk to me. Any questions that y'all have, anything based upon music, man, just talk to us. All right. And I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody who came in today. Tell your friends about us every Wednesday. I will actually be changing our date. Starting next week. We know a lot of people have Bible studies on Wednesdays, especially around 7:00. And, I'm not going to try to fight anybody that wants to go, that's learning about the word. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. I will not fight anybody that's trying to do the word. But we want to find a time that's convenient and that can work for everybody to tune in to want to be able to learn. So we will be changing our date. You guys will learn more about that. That's soon to come. Any questions, go on our Facebook page. You can find us at Chosen Elect Musical Studies. Look us up on our Facebook page. Please go on our YouTube. Subscribe on our page. You'll find us again at CE Musical Studies. Man, we want to pour into you. We want to be able to pour into you. We got promotions coming up. We have different deals coming up. Like I said, we still have the deal. If I can get the 50th subscriber, if I find the 50th subscriber, I will give you 2 free lessons, 2 free piano lessons of anything that you want to learn. And you can't beat that with an aluminum bat. All right? Get your friends, tell them to subscribe. Come on, hop on board. We got more to come. We'll be speaking with y'all soon. I appreciate y'all talking to me while I talk to you about music. All right? And we'll go from there. I'll play something to play us out. All right?